BassResinator here. I had a challenge put forth to me by a lady. She said, I want one of those turtles that you do, but I want Lapis Lazuli stones. So I've got a whole bunch of them here, and I'm going to put them in there shortly. But I also want it to glow in the dark. Well, that's going to be fun. So I have this blue luminous powder, but it's this color, and that's not going to set those off. So I'm going to put a drop of, well, let me show you. I'll get it. A drop of this octopus resin ink called Smurf, which is a blue. So I think that will help. Now I already have the eyes set in place, and I dusted the forehead and the flippers with this chameleon holographic powder, and it's indigo green. I think I really like doing the flippers and the head slightly different, because you'll see those like that in nature. The back is one color, the head and the flippers are a little bit different color. So that's what I was trying to do, even though this is not a color you're going to find on a real turtle. But in order to get these stones to stand out, I'm going to use Promise Epoxy 1 hour. I'm going to put it in here, put the stones in. As I put the stones in, it's going to cause bubbles. I already know that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them in there, and I'm going to move them around a little bit. Then I'm going to take this whole thing. It's not going to be full. And take this whole thing out to the garage where I have my vacuum chamber, and I'll bubble those. I'll suck those bubbles right out. So you're not going to see that part. But then when I do come back, then I will mix up. There's some of that powder that got down in the shell, and I don't want that. Then I'll come back and I'll mix this with the blue, and I'll use a different resin. I'll use the Bondcrafter 1:1 for that. It's an art epoxy. Sometimes the 1 hour cure, when you put it on the very bottom of something, it leaves little bumps because it cures so fast. At least here it's like super hot and humid, so it doesn't cure nice and smooth. So even though I'm inside where I have AC going, but it's not enough. Okay, let me get the resin mixed up. Not this, not this, not yet. And then I'll put the stones in, and then I'll run it out to the garage and bubble them out. Make it clean, as clear as possible, and then have that glow in the dark underneath. Ooh. Okay, mix this up, and now there are a lot of bubbles in there, but I'm not caring right now because I am going to go put it out in the vacuum chamber. These are some pretty stones, and just toss them in there, and then I will align them better. That's a clear one, like a crystal. There's a blue, and some of them are a little bit whitish color, just hewn out, and I guess you could pay extra bucks and find some that are available with just the super duper blue. But these are semi-precious because they're not chiseled into shapes, or I mean, they are polished in a sense, but they're not. Put that one over there. It's not what I want. Okay, get this guy here. I want it to look like the scales on the back of the turtle are this blue stone. That's the whole purpose of doing this, which is really cool looking. And I know this is going to start heating up in a hurry, so I got to get it into place and then get it out in the garage to my vacuum chamber. Okay, gotta go. Be back. Okay, that hadn't even been an hour and that's already set. Okay, I've already mixed up the blue luminous, and I put in a couple drops of this Smurf to get this color. When it was just this, it was green. Added 1 drop of this and it came out a nasty greenish blue, and then 2 drops and I got that. But I think in order to hold the glow in the dark powder, I'm going to try Elmer's glue trick. Put a few drops of Elmer's in here to thicken it up to help suspend the glow in the dark powder. At least that's my hope. That's my hope. I ran this through the vacuum chamber, and there were a lot of bubbles. The glow in the dark powders are not mica powder, and it's almost like stirring up sand. You can feel it. It's just a strange feeling. Now when I start emptying this out, you're gonna see another color, because I used a cup that I had used before and it had red in it, so don't think, oh, what did he do? I'm gonna get my dotting tool so that I can clear any bubbles out of that tail area. This is really going to set those stones off though. It's almost a sky blue. Okay, now, oops, that was real good. Just stick my finger down in there. Bubbles out. Come on, bubbles. Because this is where they like to hang out. Looks like I got a little bubble there. Okay. Fill the rest of it up, and then we just wait for it to cure. Now this is Bondcrafter 1:1 art resin, and the other was the Promise Epoxy Quick Cure, which it does. It does quick cure. It's definitely goopy. Now the thing I want to show you. What's it gonna look like? Everybody's wanting to know. Well, you're not gonna see you can't see the stones through this. But let's apply the lamp. Let me go throw this trash away just a second. Okay, so I got my UV lamp. Let's see if we do it this way. I'll just do it like that. And I'll turn off the lights. I'll come back in 2 minutes and let you see it. Okay, you ready for this? And the powder that's still left in this package is glowing. That's gonna look so cool underneath the stones. Well, that lady wanted glow in the dark. Glow in the dark it is. I love glow in the dark stuff. It's so cool. Okay, I'll see you when it's time to unmold. Bye. Cured up. Let's hope this looks really good. Now when this cured, it sank down a little bit, so there's going to be an edge. I'm going to have to file down a little bit. It won't be that difficult. That looks cool. That looks really cool. The color down underneath is just awesome. Okay. Subscribers, if you have not been told lately, thank you so much. I'm going to put this over the top while I talk. I really appreciate your supporting me that way. And if you're not a subscriber, I would appreciate you to subscribe, and just go down underneath the video and push the subscribe button. And while you're there, push the little icon of the bell, and that will notify you anytime I do anything new. And the channel does have memberships, so if you would like to support the channel that way, just click the button that says join. Okay, now I'm going to turn off some lights, so I'll be right back. Overhead light off. Side light off. Bright shining camera light off. Oh, that looks so cool. Awesome. Okay, stick around. I will have some pictures for you. Thank you for being here today. Bye.